Welcome back to another episode of the Casual Experts Podcast. And here today at the table, of course, we got my man, the expert of the two of us, Mike Theory. In the back, we got the homie Justin. And today we got Benito live from fucking Oahu with us. Crazy. Hey, one thing for sure, one of the last fight that I've been to of yours at Commerce, your family was deep.
Yeah.
Your supporters were deep as hell.
Yeah, brother, yeah.
And they're hype.
Yeah, there was.
Cupid's
bro.
right there. Cupid's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
It's like, come on the other side of me right here, son. That shit was fire. As you guys can see on the wall, shout out to Cookie, shout out to Effortless Motors, my channel sponsors, but this particular segment is sponsored by Royalty Honey. And I'm scared, fool, because you already have 5 kids.
Yeah.
And if I give you more honey packs,
Hey.
ain't no telling what's gonna happen.
Hey, whatever happens, happens, my guy.
I asked you off camera just randomly. I'm sure you didn't realize what I was asking you, but do you want blueberry or would you like chocolate?
I take the blueberry.
Yeah,
Hey,
mix it in
let's
with the
go.
yogurt.
I don't know if they're color tripping
Oh, shit.
in the mean streets of Waikiki, but
Appreciate you. Shout out to them.
shout out to the
That
Blue
kills two
Magic
birds
Honey.
with one stone. I got the blueberry and the honey. So when you put it on your yogurt, it kills.
That was fire.
Let's go.
Because obviously, that was a fire diet joke. Because this fool has to,
Yeah.
that's his go-to breakfast, which is yogurt, blueberries, honey with raspberries, and that's half of his meal right
There
there.
you go.
I don't know how many. I don't think there's very many carbs in that, so you're already winning.
Yes, sir.
Natural sugars, whatever.
I'm gonna leave a good review for sure.
Shout out to Royalty Honey. You started boxing at 9 years old, huh?
Yes, sir. 9 years old.
And your family has a history in the boxing game.
Kinda, yeah. So my dad boxed and my grandparents, their dads boxed. So, I mean, they never really boxed like how I did. They just learned how to fight a little bit and kind of use it elsewhere.
Kalakua?
Kalakaua is how it's pronounced.
So
Yeah. Yeah, what was that? Yeah.
Oh man, I wish I was a pro at enunciating shit. I was so close. I would have sounded like the man right now. People back at home would have been like, "Oh, this knows I'm close."
Yeah.
I'm from the mainland, brother.
Yeah.
Nah. So what was it like? What was it like starting out there?
Yeah, I mean, so like, where I boxed at, it was like kind of more on the ghetto side, you know what I mean? And
I've been there. Fire.
yeah,
Not to the gym,
Mhm.
but that area.
Yeah, the area is kind of, there's
It's
a lot
lit.
of things going on. Yeah.
Oh,
so,
definitely.
growing up, it's real tough. I mean, I got beat up a lot of times over there. That's where I kind of got to learn how to actually really fight. They don't take it easy on nobody over there. So growing up, you get tested. You know what I mean? Anywhere you go, you're gonna get tested. And yeah, it was a place where I started, and my dad, he moved us away when I was maybe like 11, but I've always boxed there, and that was like my roots of my family, and that's where they're from. So
Is it pronounced Ewa or Ewa?
it's Eva.
Ah.
Yeah, the W is like a V. So Eva Beach. Yeah,
Ah.
it's like more.
Where
so
is that exactly located?
It's like they consider it the southwest side of Oahu.
So, but where though? Like, so Diamond Head. I can see Diamond Head from the Hilton in my mind right now. Where else?
So I mean, yeah. So it is pretty much on the coast, looking from Diamond Head on the other side of the island. So this is like Diamond Head, and it's like right here, so you can see it right across.
Yes.
If that makes any sense.
That's fire.
Yeah. So yeah, my backyard, I can actually see Diamond Head and all of that. So literally right
Oh,
there,
shit.
and the view is beautiful.
What tell me a crazy story from Eva.
Nah, I mean,
He said, nah.
I
He
mean, like,
thought about it. He said, nah, I can't tell that
I mean,
story.
everywhere has the goods and the bads, you know what I
Absolutely.
mean? When I moved there, I moved to the suburb side. So like growing up there, I mean, I had a lot. My grandparents, they got a house out there,
That's
and
nice.
like, yeah, me and my moms and pops, we ended up moving out there to get away from whatever we was at for a little, and ended up just pretty much going to school. I was like one of the first generations to grow up there, and all my little cousins followed, and we ended up moving around, and then ended up on. So there's Eva and there's Ewa Beach.
Mm-hmm.
So we was like in the middle where it's like gentrified and shit.
Uh-huh.
Later on in high school, I moved towards the ender side, which is more like the older side of it.
That's cool.
And yeah, I mean, it's when you know how it is when you go to anywhere, you gotta kind of earn your respect from a lot of people, and people are gonna test you, especially being from there. So a lot of my homies actually really fought or reboxed. So I mean, that's how you become good friends.
But they know you guys are, but all of you know you guys are solid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah. So like we would fight each other, but then or like after school we would, you know what I mean, street box and stuff like that, and yeah, after that shake hands, cruise, and become best friends. Yeah,
That's
man.
right.
Talk to me about Coach Allen.
Coach Al, man, I love that guy. I love that guy, man. He helped me out a lot. So when I decided to turn pro, I actually met him through one of the guys I was working with, but um from before, he actually used to take his fighters to Kalakaua when I was younger, and I was sparring his fighters. So it was actually on both ends.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I used to spar his fighters growing up. And
So he would see you as a competitor on the
yeah,
other
pretty
side.
much I was on the other side, yeah. And then I ended up working for the city, and the boss knew him, and he wanted to introduce us. Long story short, I started training with him, and yeah, he took care of me, and you know what I mean, he helped me get as far as he could, and yeah, I invited him to this fight, but he's busy. He got some stuff going on, but
It's
he's always there.
crazy.
He's still in the corner. You know what I mean? And yeah, good guy.
What's the boxing community like in Oahu? Is it large? Is it just like if you're with it, you're with it? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
It's very tight. I mean, the island, you know what I mean? The island is not that big. It's not like
Yeah.
California or other states. It's real tight. And everybody got their own size. But when I was growing up, it was majority of just the community gyms that was the spots where you kind of train because it was free and things like that. But nowadays, there's some still open, but a lot of gyms you gotta kind of pay to train and
Of
things like
course.
that. But yeah, everybody is pretty much more active than it was when I was growing up, which is the good thing. The president now, he's doing a hell of a job with the boxing scene, and it's actually popping now again in Hawaii, and
That's right.
yeah, that was the goal. So it's good. Good back at home.
I know we joked about the honey packs and you having a lot of children and things like that. And that is a blessing. If
Yeah.
you ask me, that's a
Yes,
blessing.
Yes.
I'm a little older than you, and sometimes I wish maybe I would have one more baby with my
Mhm.
wife. But low key, how hard is it? Because I know you have to obviously you have had to work hard in
Yeah.
your life to support your family.
Yeah.
How hard was it juggling a full-time job and trying to train and then be a father and then
Yeah.
be a
Yeah.
man to your lady and like
Exactly, and that's what nobody really understands. You know what I mean? And like for me, since I was so young doing it, when you're growing up like that, you're going against the grain, and everybody is pretty much judging you. You know what I mean? You're
course.
going out getting judged a lot, and it just took a lot of work to where, I mean, my hardest time was when I had two kids. After you can get past, in my opinion, after having two kids, then it kind of gets easier.
Mhm.
And yeah, I mean, I just did what I had to do, and at one point when I was working my job and training, I barely would see them, and that would make me kind of depressed a little, but it would kind of make me actually feel like I was working towards something. And when I decided to just put my all into this boxing, because it was about like maybe I would say 3 to 4 years, I was fighting and training at the same time and working a full-time job, but I decided to kind of put my eggs all in one basket and just box full time, and it kind of just made it more how do you put it, like um it gave me
More purpose, more
yeah
like
I could do it
yeah.
type of thing, you know what I mean? Like I was doing it, and now my kids are homeschooled. I had them in school for that, they're all homeschooled, and yeah,
What made you decide to put everything like, hey, this is what I'm gonna do? Like, is there a certain moment in your life or a conversation?
Yeah, so well, when I had my first kid, I decided to go back boxing. Me and my dad, we kind of fell out because I stopped boxing because I had a girlfriend. I ended up getting her pregnant right after high
He
school.
was pissed.
He was pissed,
Yeah.
bro. Like he had all these dreams for me to do this boxing, and he fell out. And then what you said, having a kid early, you know what I mean? If as a man, if messes you up in your brain, you know what I mean? You if you don't know how to do it, you'll be out doing dumb shit. Yeah, I always knew like boxing would kind of keep me on track, and that's what helped me get over everything. It was like an outlet, because if it wasn't for boxing, I don't know, I'd probably go insane for sure.
Okay.
Is all of your family still on the island, or are they here with you?
Yeah, so my wife and my kids, they're back at on Oahu, and my family's all out there. I got a lot of family out in Vegas, so maybe that's the next move. We'll see.
You want to know
Don't they
why?
call Vegas like the
Ninth Island.
Ninth Island, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why? It ain't even the island.
Yeah, I know.
Ain't even the island.
It's island of sorts in that desert, baby.
Yeah.
There ain't shit around it
Yeah,
except for there. You know what I mean? But
They like to gamble. That's why they call it.
I like that shit. The Ninth Island, that's crazy. You're a
Yeah.
Vegas ass fool. That's coming.
Well, I'm a Max Holloway fan, so so that's where it comes from. He always says it in his press conferences.
Yeah.
The Ninth
You're
Island.
the Ninth Island.
Yeah.
Ninth Island.
That's crazy. So you're boxing full time now. The family's back at home. Where in the big scheme of things do you end up at wild card?
So
And what happens first, wild card or 360?
wild card.
Fire.
Oh.
So talk to me about how you go from there to being with the legend Freddie Roach.
So I was moving around sparring a lot in Vegas, and Coach Al, he wanted me to make my roots in Vegas after a while I moved there, and we had something set up. But yeah, like for me, I was just kind of just weighing my options out at one point. I was sparring, doing all kinds of things, and then Wildcard came into the picture, and I kind of went there to go spar too, and then I kind of made a buzz off of the first sparring. I sparred Romero Duno.
Fire.
Yeah, he was a strong fighter, and they got to see a little bit what I did, called me back, tried out maybe like 2 to 3 more times, and then we had a Mike from 360.
Shots to Styles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then kind of got to try out for him. Freddie kind of, hey, we'll give it a shot. So then we 2-0 right now, about to do 3. So yeah, shout out to Freddie and Marie. Like Marie, Freddie's
Wonderful
wife,
lady.
yeah, they do a good job of me, and they be taking care of me very, very well. So even the 360 fam. So
Mhm.
shout out to them. So
That's right.
yeah.
So I personally don't know
Mhm.
how
They go through
my-
a transition.
my good friend Mr. Loeffler hasn't put your ass on paper yet, but what I do know is at these fights, like I said, man, you're from so far away. And you
Yeah,
have so
no,
many
sure.
supporters are that
Yeah.
vicious, and they don't give a.
Yeah.
They're at the
Yeah,
barricade.
yeah,
Oh no, yeah. I didn't mean to feint you with that shit right now. Nah, they're deep, dog. That shit's fire. I was forced to root for you because they were going so hard. Not that I gave a fuck about your opponent,
Yeah.
respectfully.
Yeah.
But they were going so hard, I was shook not to go for you.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah,
This next one be the same. So we got a lot of people coming out.
so far in the fights that you've had, has anyone given you any difficulties? Have there been any little
Yeah.
things that had you like, oh shit?
I mean, honestly, like even like the first fight that I fought, these are good guys. I mean, the records don't speak for it, but the first guy I fought, Christian Lorenzo, he was a 2-time gold medalist in Mexico. That's not easy to do. If it was easy to do,
Gold medalist is two-time gold
Yeah,
medalist.
yeah.
exactly. That's that. So he has some skills. It's just like, but it's just, I mean, the fight game is just, it's different.
Every
You know what I mean?
dog has his
Yeah,
day.
it's not just about skill. It's all about, you know what I mean, other things. So on paper wise, you might not have seen like he was a credible person, but he was really good. He was catching me in between shots, so it was hard for me to kind of catch his speed on his shots, and he was connecting. But what was his mistake was he dropped his hand walking backwards. Once he dropped his hand, I followed it. Boom, he went down, and I just had to finish it after that. But the second guy too, Michael Lan, he's actually a very, very tough fighter. And a lot of his fights that I've watched, he would actually like edge it out, some of them, but you know what I mean? His record didn't speak for itself too. And he was really hard to hit. I had to kind of open him up to get the stoppage.
Yeah, what was your game plan going into that fight?
Freddie just told me to just jump on him. So it was just get him. It's only 4 rounds.
Attack.
So, yeah, attack. And that's what it was. And I just put it together, and he got sat. That one was his mistake in the second round was he started to exchange with me, caught him right in between. From then on, it was just get him. Yeah. Hey, but he tried to pull some. He came back after I shot him. He kind of he lit a fire in me. He started catching me in a little bit. Then we got into a little wrestle. I threw him to the corner, and then and then after that it was all sure. I was just touching him up. Referee came in and stopped it.
And then, so growing up, like in Hawaii, like you said, it was like different for boxing because of the community centers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What was there like a certain fighter that you looked up to, or
Yeah. So
boxing, anything?
We actually had couple pros. His name was Hister Salute. He actually used to be at Kalakal when I was younger. Excuse me.
Yeah.
And we had Brian Valoria, who was a Filipino fighter. He actually trained with Freddie Roach too. I think he retired with Freddie Roach.
That's fire.
And then had one in the gym, but like where the gym that I used to fight off, we never really used to get the credit. So we were just fighters, but the management part was kind of rough.
Mm-hmm.
They would just take any fight they are. So my uncle Mike Balassi was one of the guys I looked up to, and one of the guys that who actually really decided to turn pro. But you know, you got to make money, you have kids, and
Yeah.
it just came to the point. But he's a trainer now. He's doing his thing. He's training all the kids out over there. So yeah, he was one of the main ones that I actually got to see. Nowadays, there's a few of us, and I'm one of them to kind of show that it's possible. So.
Yeah. And how's the matchmaking or like the fights in Hawaii like growing up?
Oh, it was tough. I mean, for me, growing up, I fought pretty much everybody because my dad, he was like a real, like, crazy dude. So
Yeah.
he would.
No, you're fighting everyone.
Nobody. Yeah. So like my fourth fight, I fought a kid that had like 30 something fights. I ended up losing my first loss, which is my only loss. But yeah, all my fights in Hawaii was tough fighters, and yeah, pretty much was at the top since I was young until high school and state champion, but I could never get past the nationals. Like when I would go, so like in Hawaii, when I was growing up, it wasn't really active as it is now. So like growing up boxing in the States, you could fight possibly almost every other weekend.
Yeah.
When you get to a certain point and you're good, there's people who won't fight you.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Normal. That's normal.
Yeah.
So it's hard.
Especially in the amateurs. They're like, yeah, we ain't gonna risk our shit
And
fighting
the
this
island
one.
is so small, so like I would always be top of the list in Hawaii, but when it was time for like nationals, things like that, the inactivity killed me, and we had to pay to go travel, and traveling from Hawaii, not having much, you know what I mean?
Yes.
I didn't get to travel with my team. I would travel with a separate team, so the whole game plan was just messed up. It helped me out now though, so yeah, it was crazy though growing up in Hawaii because we have a lot of good fighters, but we just never really got to kind of show them. But now with them competing in nationals, they're doing a good job as of right now today. So the boxing scene is crazy.
What's your what were you gonna say? What are your short-term goals right now in the game?
It's just to knock down whoever they put in front of me. That's all I can really do, in all honesty, and don't deny nobody. Just keep going.
I respect that.
Yeah.
What's the frequency you're trying to fight at right now?
However much they can give me, I take whatever I can get.
Straight up.
Straight up. I mean, like for me, I've never won one national fight. Every national tournament I went to, first day out.
That's kind of
bro.
tough.
Yeah, and then I'm now that I'm working with all these former world champions, you know what I mean? All these other people. Like I got to spar with Ryan Garcia before he fought Tank. I got to spar Devin Haney before he fought Lomachenko. We went back, got to spar Max Holloway a little bit. So shoot, it's crazy. Got to work with all these guys. Even the other Filipino boxer, his name is Mark said, oh man, you guys are killers.
How are the sparrings like? Do you like out of all those sparrings you just met, those top level? What are your takeaways from those? Like, what did you personally learn, or did you get better? Like, and how?
Confidence. Just the confidence was just there. I mean, I always had confidence, but like it just shows like I belong in there. You know what I mean, with the best. And yeah, as long as I do what I gotta do, I know I can get to the top. It's just a matter of time, in all honesty.
How was your sparring with Ryan?
Well, it was really good. So
before you even say anything, and I start going really far, did you have to sign an NDA or anything like that?
No, I mean, yeah. I mean, got nothing bad to say about him. So yeah, I mean,
no, he's cool as. I rock with him. I've interviewed him, and out in the field or whatever at a Was that at a 360
Yeah,
event?
360 event.
At a 360 event. But how did the sparring go? Would you say that you tendered him up in the body and that's a come to take that knee?
Nah, it was so like when I sparred him, like I just had my last child, I believe,
Mm.
and I wasn't even really
Oh, so that was good work for everyone.
yeah.
For you too.
Yeah, and like so before he sparred me, he actually put one of the guys in the hospital and he dropped another dude. So like shit, hey, I wanted to try. You know? But yeah, so I mean, like
Needless to say, you weren't hospitalized.
yeah,
Yeah.
and we went 4 rounds. I told him, hey, I can give you 4 rounds. He's like, okay, bet. But you know what I mean? Hey, shout out to him for even letting me get in some working with him.
That's fire.
But yeah, he worked with a couple other people after me, but he kind of just
Is that left real crucial?
How fast is it?
oh man, it's
Yeah.
quick, and like it's hard to judge because like he's tall and he knows his distance. And when
Yeah.
I thought I was out of range, he caught me with it. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I spin him around. Oh shit,
Yeah.
this shit, I can hit with that again. Nah, he's quick though. He's
Because
quick.
everybody knows it's coming, right? Like that.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that's his,
Everyone knows.
Yeah.
but it still lands on people.
Yeah.
So that's the
No,
Like he said, he's gauging his distance
Yeah.
real slick.
He's tricky with it. You don't
Yeah.
know if he's gonna go to the body or the top too. That's why. So it's like,
yeah.
you don't know what's coming.
Yeah. So we're doing the
Like we were
The
saying, we
sparring.
did the reaction to
so
sparring.
what we're saying is that he doesn't throw like a normal hook.
Mhm.
It's like a slap.
Yeah,
It's
right,
like
right.
he throws it from the elbow from here, and he just throws it. And so when you're jabbing and you're throwing it, it's like, and the speed is so fast, you can't tell like if it's
Yeah.
coming straight or if it's coming around.
Yeah, no, and like, yeah. So he has his shoulder cocked. Like
Yeah.
when he does it, it's crazy the way he whips it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. There's a video of him talking with Sugar Ray Leonard, and they're talking about like whipping the
Yeah, whipping it, yeah.
and he's like, yeah, we're whipping it, and he's saying that when he wants to put somebody down, that's when he turns it over. So
Yeah.
normally he's just like whipping it, and then when he's ready to throw the hard punch, he turns it over.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't know,
Yeah,
it's
it's-
interesting, like just seeing the video and breaking it down like that, and then talking to somebody that sparred him, and so we're trying to get that
Yeah.
point of view.
Because needless to say, Rolando is not going to say what you just said. He's going to be like, nah, I beat him up.
Yeah, it's a good.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm glad they actually get in the ring because they had a little beef going on when we was younger.
Yeah.
That's
That
the
YouTube stuff that they dropped the sparring at the Floyd gym. That was the one,
Oh,
right?
that's what
That
we
was the
just
one.
did right now. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
we reacted
yeah.
to both. We reacted to both full length.
Yeah,
We reacted to 12 rounds of them fighting.
that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Fire.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, that's dope.
What was
Yeah.
it like with you going in the ring with Mr. Haney?
Nah, it was good. I mean, they didn't let me
Significantly
go in.
different.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't even let me go in, but we ended up had to reschedule him one day, and yeah, fortunately he sparred Jojo Diaz before he sparred me, so I can't really count it as really. He went like 6 rounds before me, so he wasn't.
Yeah, he was already.
Yeah,
He already got it in.
Yeah, so we went a few rounds after, and then
And JoJo ain't a pushover. So.
yeah, Jojo's a beast, and yeah, we got some rounds in.
What are your takeaways from that sparring? Like, what did
Just
you
learning.
learn from there, or did you learn anything from
Um,
those?
He has a really good team behind him.
Mhm.
Whether anybody says it or not, his team looks out for him,
That's
and that's
tight.
something you need. Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's something I picked up from. He has a pretty solid team around that actually caters to him, and this fight game when you go into war, every little bit counts.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
sure.
Especially when they protect you a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, can't get mad at him, man.
Absolutely not.
Doing the right thing.
Also, it's training. It's not like he's not getting paid for
Exactly.
practicing. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
exactly.
So I'm not mad at it.
and so coming from Hawaii, right, and then getting to spar with a legend and Max Holloway, like how was that? Like he's besides BJ Penn,
Mhm.
like there was a gap of fighters in MMA, right, and then Max Holloway comes on the scene,
Yeah.
and
And he's young too. It's
he's-
crazy. He's young, bro.
he's young.
Yeah.
And then after did you spar him before the Gaethje fight, or
I think it was
It was
after.
that sparring that.
Oh, maybe. No, maybe, yeah. I think it was the Gaethje fight. Oh no, was it maybe after?
clip it?
Yeah.
Because
Maybe
Max
it was
Holloway
after.
fought the Hitman because he's sparring with him, and that's why he had the confidence to point in the middle of the ring. Clip it. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Sparring Max, man, it was crazy.
fire.
Crazy good work. The way I got to spar was so one of his best friends they run like how do you do it like recovery center.
Okay.
And there's one of my sponsors too and stuff like that. So he ended up setting it up and got to work with him. of course, when you jump in the ring, like first impression is everything. You know what I mean? Like, so I didn't really pay him too mind. So it's like, hey, what's up? You know what I mean? Get ready
Yeah.
to go and let's get some work.
Yeah,
in.
because
So,
you're there to work. You can't really get caught up in
Yeah,
them like, oh, this is
exactly.
Max Holloway.
Yes,
Because then you're not
exactly.
learning nothing.
Yes,
So you
exactly.
gotta, yeah.
And yeah, man, it was like 100 punches around, each going back and
Yeah,
forth.
he don't stop. His gas tank is crazy.
And he fights both ways too.
Oh,
And like,
Big
man,
pause.
yeah, it's crazy. So it was good fun though. I got to kind of and get his blessings. He was like, hey man, you the real deal. You know what I mean? I respect him for that. Hey, shout out to him. He shot me out on Joe Rogan, which is pretty dope.
That's
And I
freaking
kinda-
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah, he shot me out on Joe Rogan. He seen my fight after too. And I'm like, when I congratulated him after his fight, he's like, hey, you next, bro. I was like, hey, shit, shout out to him.
Yeah.
He's a solid dude, man.
that's what's up.
Always show me love. He told me too, like, hey, if I need help, he's down to work out, like get some work in again and things like that. So
That's fire.
yeah, it's crazy, especially someone like that. Like, and my honest opinion, I feel like he doesn't get the respect that he deserves from the people in Hawaii, because man, he's
a legend.
yeah, bro, that guy.
And he does nothing but put Hawaii on the map.
Exactly.
Everything he does is
Exactly.
always about Hawaii first. Like, and then his
Yes.
of course his family, but like
Mhm.
everything's that's what he represents. He comes out and
Yeah.
people know that's
Mhm.
fucking Max Holloway from Hawaii. Like,
Exactly.
that's-
Yeah. Made some wars, man.
Yeah.
Shit. I know Ilya got him, but hey, shit, we was all salty about that. But
Yeah.
hey, he went back down in weight. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? If it was at 55,
Might have been
it
different.
might have been different. Shit.
Yeah, because who knows what that weight cut
That
was
weight
like.
cut is crazy. Yeah, weight cut.
Yeah,
makes
but-
a difference.
it shows Ilya's no joke because
He's
Max
strong.
Holloway's never been put down.
Yes.
So it's just crazy. And now he's going up to 55. So we'll see what happens on 55.
Yes, sir.
But also Ilya is moving up to 55.
Yeah, it'll be
So,
good.
so,
I
like,
can't wait.
it makes 55 just
Yes.
that much more interesting because you got a bunch of killers up there.
Yeah.
So
I'm with that. Yeah, that's true. It'll be a dope division for sure.
What right now you mentioned sponsor you having the recovery as a sponsor. How important are sponsors to young up and coming fighters as far as you're concerned?
I mean, it's very important, but it's also very important for the fighters to upkeep their end. You know what I mean? Like everybody wants people to support them, but why are they gonna support you if you know what I mean? You don't got nothing to support. A lot of people, you know what I mean? They might just try to take. Not
Yeah.
realizing, hey, you know what I mean? This goes both ways. So like a lot of the sponsor stuff now, you know what I mean? Is a mutual understanding that everybody is still working with each other, trying to, you know what I mean? As much times as I can kind of, I mean, shout them on and stuff like that, and repost and stuff like. However, I can promote.
Of
Yeah.
course.
See what you're gonna do, but it's very important because like without the sponsorships that I have and stuff like that now, like
Your ass would have to be working.
yeah, bro, and like man, it's a blessing for all these people to support me on this journey, and I mean, hard work respects hard work.
Fact.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's they see what I do, they see the results. Because if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. You know what I mean?
For sure.
So like yeah,
To piggyback off your question, you have it's important to have the sponsors and you do your work like you said, but how important is it that having a recovery as a
Very
sponsor?
important.
Because you have to because
You don't gotta pay for
you
the
don't-
cryogenics,
Yeah.
right?
So so what do they provide? Like ice baths, saunas,
Yes.
massage, everything.
Well, so shout out to my sponsors right now for the recovery. CEO2 Health and Osteo Strong Brio. So I've been going to them twice a week for this camp, and they've been a very very big help. They got like red light.
Okay.
CEO got like a red light sauna and cold plunges with the hyperbaric oxygen chamber, which I've been implementing this camp. Osteo Strong, they got all sorts of things. They got the grounding mat, the PEMF mat. They also provide like a system that kind of helps build bone density
Oh
and
shit.
stuff like that.
That's
So
crazy.
yeah, so you do it like once a week and things like that. They also got compression sleeves for your hips, your legs. They offer red light as well, biocharger, and yeah, some cryotherapy stuff too that they provide. So I've been implementing those in this camp. So
Is this your
April.
first time implementing this camp? Is their first time?
Yeah.
A lot?
Yeah.
This will feel super high tech.
yeah, for sure,
Look,
for
you're
sure.
living in the future.
Yeah, straight up.
And
Hey.
what's the biggest difference you feel? Like, do you feel better? Like, do you feel the difference?
Yeah, nah, you do, and shit, I had a little shiner That shit goes away quick. And the things out of your body. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
That's
dope, though.
fire.
Yeah,
It's dope. That shit
I'm
went
gonna
away
give you a
quick.
little Mexican recipe.
What is
If
it?
you get a shiner, you get a little bump. You put olive oil and mix olive oil and salt, or if you don't have salt, you can use sugar. You
Really?
mix it together and you put it on, and gone.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I gotta try that, bro. Next time I'm
He's
gonna try
gonna
that.
be in the corner with some sugar and some olive
Nah, you
oil.
messing me on, bro.
No.
That
On everything.
Vaseline.
Yeah.
And with the sugar.
On everything. I'll show you a picture later.
That's dope,
My
bro.
son
Oil.
my son was on a chair, right, and he fell off the chair, went head first into the tile,
Oh, damn.
and he had a big old shiner right here. Olive oil and salt.
Oh,
20 minutes later, it was gone. It was still purple, but it was gone. So then I put a little bit more.
He reapplied.
The next day,
Oh, shit.
there's nothing.
Okay, bet. Thank you. I appreciate that, bro. I'm gonna try that.
That's a little my grandma recipe.
Hey, shout out to grandma.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dope.
Speaking of this fool's baby falling off, how do you how do you that's a f***ed up segment. How do you find time to be a good dad to the babies and shit?
Yeah, you don't want them falling off.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to use that remedy on the baby.
I mean, growing up with like when you're young, having kids, I mean, you're gonna always be in the hospital, in my opinion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Facts.
But, yeah. I mean, but for me, so like back at home too, like when I'm not training here 24/7, I drive Uber, things like that. However, I can make money. You know.
Of course.
You know what I mean? So, like, fortunately, with this day and age, there's a lot of ways you can make money,
Yeah.
and I'm able to, you know what I mean, separate my jobs, however I make money. And
Yeah, you're on your own time.
Yeah, so
Fire.
that's how I'm able to. Cause at one point I was a parent dropping them off school, picking them up, got to chaperone my kids around in their field trips and stuff like that.
That's dope.
But, yeah, I mean, it's very important. You can't just focus on one thing, cause like I know everybody. At one point, everybody was telling me to just lock in on this boxing thing because they see how good I was. You know what I mean? But there's no point in locking in on something, and I mean your family's falling apart because everybody they think you gotta just when you have this type of lifestyle, it's just a lot of multitasking.
Yeah.
And if you don't pay attention to it, you know what I mean? Like you're gonna reach so far and you have to go 10 steps back just to bring it back up. I mean, shit.
And especially when you're with the kids, like they grow so fast.
And they grow so fast,
Yeah.
exactly. 8 more years, my oldest is gonna be 18. I'm like, shit, time is ticking.
Yeah.
It's for real.
Yeah, it's crazy, but I communicate with them a lot. I talk to my kids like they're adults. So I
That's
mean, not a lot of people might not.
No, I feel that's the
Yeah.
best way.
Yeah, I don't really.
Yeah.
I try to teach them whatever I wish I was taught when I was younger. So it's good. It's just having a communication with my kids and then my lady too. So it's communicating. That's it.
How does she feel about all of this?
I had to get her on board. It was work. It was work. But that's what it is. I mean, went through a lot just to get her on board. And
Yeah.
that's
That's right.
people look at me, oh, you're lucky. Man, you don't know what it took.
You
to
don't
get
know what it
Yeah.
took, baby.
It's crazy. But fortunately, I got to take care of her, take her traveling with me with my sparring sessions and while they're traveling stuff. So
She
got to see-
understands.
Yeah, she got to see it and she's seen how good I was. And like I do a lot of crazy things. So she's just like, how the hell are you doing this? And yeah, so that's how I got her on board. Now she's a big part of the team and she manages a lot of things for the business too.
That's awesome.
That's dope.
Yeah, so she's more involved and it helps out for sure.
When we were talking about weight cutting, I wanted to ask you about the sponsor stuff. I skipped over what's it like for you in your career having to cut weight?
Whew, man, Hawaii food be good, bro. Filipino food be good. But
Who's off the lumpias all day?
shit. Nah, but everybody gotta go through it, so it's all part of the game.
Any horror stories?
Yeah.
I've heard of all kinds of. I've heard some wild shit from all kinds of people.
Yeah, you feel like you're dying. You I don't know. Every time you cut weight, it's just like near death. Yeah.
I saw Emiliano Vargas post a video the other day of him cutting weight. He was in the sauna with a sweatsuit, all sorts of shit.
Yes.
He laid down under some blankets, fresh
Yeah.
out of the sauna, in the sweatsuit still.
Mhm.
It was rough.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's
And then
crazy.
everyone has their own ways, you know what I
Yes.
mean?
Yeah.
Some people try to use modern technology. Some people do it the old school way.
Yeah.
It just depends on who the trainers are, I guess.
Yes. Yes, and whoever's helping you do it. And
Do you have a
'Cause all they
certain,
know
you
is
have a
the way
certain
they
way to
do.
cut weight?
yeah, so I mean, fortunately, shout out to Pedro, PR Therapy. He's been helping out this camp, so the diet been good. I mean, we got our whole little system of how we're doing it. So he's been a big help. The runs, it's just making sure you put in all the good nutrients in your body too. Is what you put in, you know what I mean, is what you're gonna get out.
And
You
outside of
can't cheat.
camp, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, no,
Like outside of camp, are you like watching what you eat, or are you kind of like
yeah, now,
now? Yeah,
yeah, it be messing you up.
yeah,
Yeah. That's all you can do, because if not, you're gonna pay for it when you're in camp. And then one thing you don't want to do, which a lot of us fighters, you know what I mean, gotta go through, is get so big. And the training camp is not even about training, it's just about losing weight.
yeah,
And that's the downfall. That's why a lot of people lose though, because and not only that, that's why people get knocked out. Because you put your body through so much stress and you dehydrate yourself so bad, you can't recover within that
Yeah.
window of weighing in and the fight day.
yeah.
That's why it's not fun.
Impossible.
No way, yeah, like that's the whole reason why a lot of people, some die, some get very hurt or knocked out. But
Well, yeah,
best you
because
can do is
you're
stay
literally knocking
yeah,
on the deathbed. Like when
Pretty
you're
much.
you're draining all of that out of you, and especially if you're not watching what you're eating outside of camp,
yes,
you're cutting all that weight, and then you're losing all that fluid.
yeah,
So you're knocking on
pretty much. Your
the
body's
death
made
door.
up of water, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? And
Mhm.
like you can manipulate the scale, but at the end of the day, you can only lose so much fat in a short amount of time.
Yeah.
Everybody else is just dehydrating yourself, and you dehydrate yourself too much. And if you don't
The-
rehydrate yourself correctly,
Mhm.
that's a big thing too.
Yeah,
So,
because when you're just dehydrating yourself, that liquid has to come from somewhere.
yes.
So if you have no more liquid in your muscles,
Yeah.
that shit, where do you think it's gonna come
Yeah,
from?
your brain.
Your brain.
Yeah.
You're gonna start losing liquid from your brain. Now you have nothing
Yes.
protecting your brain.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it's people don't think about like the I don't even know what the word I'm looking for, but they don't
Yeah,
think about all that stuff.
Yeah, I
So
know, for sure, yeah. And yeah, that's the best thing you can do. But it's crazy though, because some of these guys though, especially nowadays, I feel like back in the days it wasn't so bad, but man, these guys be weight bullying, bro.
oh, people cut a lot of weight.
Bro, people be cutting weight, and when they fight, you fight in a whole different weight class, and that's the shitty thing about, you know what I mean, having to cut weight, and sometimes staying too close to your weight is a bad thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
I was gonna ask you too. So now with Freddie Roach, do you feel like a type of like pressure being Filipino fighting with Freddie Roach wild
Yeah,
card?
I mean,
Do you-
well, for me, it's always been pressure. You know what I mean? Like for me, pressure is just having the kids, living this type of lifestyle. That's pressure. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And trying to live the dream. Like frick, all of this, I kind of knew. Like I used to watch these guys growing up, because Manny, we always used to watch his fights. You know what I mean? Every
Yeah.
Filipino was gonna celebrate when he was
Yeah,
fighting
yeah.
and stuff like that. So, I mean, maybe I manifested it. I don't know.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, and I'm just taking advantage of everything, because like at the end of the day, I'm choosing to do this. So yeah, for me, it's no pressure.
Do you ever get starstruck, like being in there training and seeing his?
I would have thought so, but honestly, not really.
No?
Like it's just work, honestly, for me. And yeah, I mean, I come across, because wildcard, there's a lot of celebrities too that come across. You can get starstruck really
Yeah.
easy. So I just try
It's
to.
literally in the heart of Hollywood.
Yeah, exactly. There's so many people, and I'm just like, but I just try to stay on track. I mean, focus on the mission, because I know it's gonna get tough. This is only the beginning. So if I'm thinking this is tough, imagine it gets more down the line. So I just try to put that in my head, like, nah, it ain't nothing yet. Just deal with it. Learn how to deal with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. It's cool though, but matches, because I am that wild card. What fighter
Yeah.
you know ain't got an amateur record? Like my amateur record, what was it? It was like 12 wins and like 8 or 7 losses.
That's nasty
shit.
work.
Bro,
Yeah.
and I'm competing with all you guys.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm competing with all you guys, 100+ fights, national champions. Oh, and I'm putting in some work. You know what I mean? It just shows me like
That's right.
And on top of that, having 5 kids, like, man,
Some crazy circumstances for sure.
yeah, for sure. But hey, maybe that's why I'm supposed to live this type of life. You know what I mean? That's why it's easier for me, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
I feel it.
at least I can inspire some people. If I can do it, like, bro,
Yeah.
anybody can. You know what I mean? If you set your mind to it, bro, you can do it too. You just gotta lock in. Just everybody get distracted too easy, I feel, nowadays. And just killing that distraction. You know what I mean?
I was at Wild Card just to shoot a couple of quick interviews a
Mhm.
couple of weeks ago, and I'm right here trying to do intermittent fasting, eat right, and as
Yeah.
we're pulling up, I see the chilaquila spot on the corner.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Have you had that yet?
Yeah, that's a go-to.
That shit is
And that
crazy.
shit was. I
Yeah.
didn't have the chilaquiles. I had a burrito.
That
but
shit was
No, yeah,
amazing.
that shit was fire.
nice. Yeah.
Wha- You're gonna laugh at me. You're gonna be like, "Damn, this fool's fat."
Nah,
What's the famous shrimp truck over there? Giovanni's?
they got that or a famous Kahuku shrimp or Romies.
What's better? Because I went to the shrimp truck. Is it Giovanni's shrimp
Yeah,
truck?
Giovanni's is that, yeah.
And damn, bro,
Is it good?
that shit is crazy. The
Oh,
garlic
shit.
shrimp.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's not a thing in Los Angeles.
Really?
And if I ever feel like I'm about to go broke, the first thing I'm gonna do is open a shrimp truck.
Hey, let's go.
That shit is
Let's go.
crazy.
Yeah. It's crazy how packed it gets too, right? Oh,
Dog,
shrimp.
I went to the popular one. I didn't go
Right.
to the one right there near the Hilton.
Oh,
in
I see. I got you. Yeah.
I didn't go to the one in Waikiki. I went to
North
the one.
Shore
Yeah,
side.
yeah, the one,
Kuku side.
the
yeah,
real
yeah.
one.
Oh, that's dope. Yeah.
That shit is a fire. But is there one better? Because I'm actually going back to your island in a couple months.
Oh, nice. Yeah. They
maybe
got
I'll
another
maybe you'll
one.
be there and we'll chop it up.
Yeah, no, for sure, bro. Hit me up if you're ever there. Hit me up, bro. They also have one called Romies, or it's called a famous cuckoo shrimp. They have like 3 of them.
Similar or different?
It's all shrimp, but slightly different.
That
Romy-
garlic shrimp and that chili
Yeah.
sauce is.
Yeah, those is
I
good.
bought 3 of them so that way I could have them for the rest of the
Yeah.
day. That shit was crazy.
Yeah. You got some shave ice after too? Yeah, that's what you
Nah,
usually do. I usually do. Get some shave ice.
I didn't do the shaved ice. We have in LA. We have Raspados. You know, have you had a
No,
Raspado?
I haven't. I
It's shaved ice with fucking colored,
Right.
sweetened liquid.
Let's go.
I'm not.
Yeah.
He said, no.
Shaved ice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'd rather go to the fucking Dole plantation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. No plantation.
What's your favorite so far? What are the cultural, I know it's severe, right? But what are the cultural differences between LA and Oahu?
Nah, it's just.
They're
Oahu-
both touristy as
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, it is. But LA, you gotta be more. You can't be as nice, if that makes any sense.
It makes perfect
Yeah,
sense
you
to me.
get taken advantage of. Real
Yeah.
quick. Yeah, you be too nice in LA. You gotta kind of stand your ground a little more. But Hawaii is same thing. There's a lot of people. A lot of people be moving off an island and then moving back. So
They
I mean, it's like
decided they didn't like it where they went.
yeah, or like you know what I mean. It got expensive, and now they got some money and they come back.
Mm.
Like they keep it. Before Hawaii was more laid back people. Now everybody's still on edge, especially because the price is going up too. So I mean, it's slightly changing, but you know,
Mainlanders coming and snatching up everything.
nah. I mean, it's good because that's how the world. That's how Hawaii actually functions. Though, you know, what I mean, to the tourists and everybody coming in and spending money. You only can do so much on
Yeah.
the island. So
What is your favorite place to eat in Oahu? Top 3. Because obviously you gotta leave a little space.
dang. I like Highway Inn. It's like a local spot or like local food and stuff like that. Highway Inn is good. There's a spot where they sell like patele stew and ganduli rice. It was called What's Get. I think it's something like that. What's Get in my Pahu. That was a good one. Me and my girl always goes to that. And another spot would be Max's. And it's a Filipino restaurant. It's called Max's in Filipino, so it's Filipino food. But yeah, that's a few. There's too many good places, bro. It's hard to pick. But that's just like a mixture of what we usually eat.
No,
over there.
I'm asking
Yeah.
for some local shit.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
for
Because
sure.
I
Yeah.
could go on Yelp and see what the highest rated shit is by tourists,
Yeah, and
obviously.
that's some
You know what I'm
local
saying?
spots.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. But yeah,
What's your favorite place to eat in LA? Top
Dang.
3.
shoots. I mean, I haven't really been too much, but I be loving the
Also, you gotta watch your diet, huh?
Yeah, you know, it's tough, but the taco truck next to Target, I think it's called Leo's Trucking, some taco
Whatever.
truck, something. Leo's, but yeah, those taco trucks be good, and it's cheap. You know what I mean? I don't really know too many spots there here, so I'm just walking around.
How long do you stay in the city after your fight? A day or two, and then you dip?
Yeah, pretty much. After that,
After the day after your fight, I'm gonna call you, and if you're not available, I'm gonna send you somewhere to eat before you go.
oh, bet, bro. I would love that. I'll take my girl.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Take her
she's
to
with
eat.
you.
Yeah.
Oh,
take
we're
her to go.
good.
Yeah, that'd
Yeah.
be dope. Yeah.
So that way you can find some fire shit.
Yeah, no, for sure. For sure.
I'm thinking right now. We'll figure it out.
I mean, Hollywood is shoots. You know any good spots in Hollywood?
Hollywood is touristy as hell.
That's why.
fool.
That's why.
Yeah,
I'm just
like
damn, I
there's
don't really-
okay spots, but you want to go a little bit out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I don't really go out the cities.
Yeah.
That's all
Like,
I'm at in Hollywood.
For me, the first thing that comes to mind, because you're, well, off of Sunset and Echo Park, you have to understand I'm a Ninja Turtle, right? So I love pizza.
Yeah.
So there's a place called Masa, and they
Masa.
have traditional Chicago style deep dish pizza.
Oh
Yeah.
shit, that sounds
That
amazing.
shit is a pizza pie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, masa, right?
Masa, M-A-S-A.
Call and order it before you go.
45.
Yeah, no, it's,
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
gonna take 45 minutes if
Yeah.
you try to go in there.
Oh damn.
Yeah, so you
So,
call
yeah,
and
it's
order
gonna be
it, and
fire.
then when you get there, you get a seat, and then it should be
What
ready.
else is some fire ass shit over there
Yeah,
in
but
Hollywood?
he ain't that right now, bro.
I know.
Yeah, Dave, you still got that's what I'm saying. Like the next
Nah,
day
but I'm
after
gonna check
your
it out.
fight,
Yeah. Monsters bet.
Don't worry. There's a Thai food spot too in Hollywood.
Ocha?
Is it Ocha off of It's off of Sunset.
There's
it's
a
like
gang of Ochas.
no, but this one is it's like a old school movie theme inside. I forget the name. I'll look it
I
up.
don't know.
Oh dang.
But it's a Thai spot. Thai food is it's good.
Yeah, Thai food, that's my
it's off of Sunset.
okay, bet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so it's kind of close. It's
close
bomb.
by. Yeah, no, for sure.
I gotta look at the name, but I'll let you know.
Yeah, hey,
Yeah.
thank you. I appreciate that, bro. Yeah.
They're pineapple fried rices.
Ooh. Dang. That's the weakness, bro. Thai food.
Yeah.
It should be good.
That shit's all right.
Yeah.
Little pad Thai, never hurt nobody.
No.
What else do we got for this? Who are your top 5 favorite boxers of all time?
Mine's is Roy Jones Jr. #1.
Fire.
2, I would say Floyd. 3, Manny. 4, I say Andre Ward. And 5, I've been watching Joe Calzaghe. Yeah, Joe Calzaghe. He's the man, man. Like,
That's fire.
yeah.
And who do you think's top 5 right now in the game today?
In the game right now, it's either Terrence Crawford #1 or Canelo, and then third, I don't know. It's either or for those. The third, I would say, I would say Tank, but I know after that fight, a lot of people is kind of dogging him right now. But you gotta respect the kid. You know what I mean? He made it out the slums and he's doing his thing, boxing wise. Fourth, I would say Teofimo. He deserved that spot too. That kid, he had it tough, but I don't know. He be getting too much into character nowadays with his stuff. But yeah, he's a real good fighter. I'd say 5. As of right now, Loma. I know a lot of people might have.
That's a bad dude.
Yeah.
Loma's still bad.
The Matrix, brother.
We just don't-
You know,
We just don't know if he's retired or not.
Inoue,
Yet.
that guy should be on top of there. That guy.
Who-
Naoya Inoue.
Oh,
That Asian
Inoue.
dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
Inoue.
guy is a killer,
Yeah.
man.
Everyone says his name different.
How do you say it?
I say Inoue.
Inoue.
Yeah. How do you
I
say
don't
it?
know. I don't know either.
I don't say it.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's a bad dude. Yeah, that's a bad dude.
That's fire. Shit.
Yeah.
Well, what are your predictions for your fight coming up?
Well, this guy, he's actually a really good fighter, so it should be fireworks. I know he's coming to fight. He comes out to fight every single time.
How many rounds is this one?
It'll be a 6-rounder, so
Mm-hmm.
we'll see. If it goes 6 rounds, we're ready to bang out 6 rounds. It'll be action-packed. The crowd be loving it for sure. It'll be a war, or hope for it to be a war. That's why I'm in the game, for war, so
Damn.
it's war time. Yeah, it's gonna be good fun. Good fun. That's
Like-
good. That's the fun part. Fuck all this training shit. Fuck. If I could just fight every day, that'd be good. Just fight and get money, but it is what it is.
I respect
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to know what? I got to fire one for you
Yeah.
real quick before we clock out.
anything?
Just the man with all the kids. What's your thoughts on doing it before a fight?
Shit.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a myth.
It's a myth. Dang.
Reckless.
Before a fight or like, what about during fight week?
Yeah, I don't know. Everybody got their own, so
Yeah.
it's all in the mind.
That's a
Dang.
down ass fool.
Yep.
It's all in the mind, bro. If you win it, you win it. If not,
Day up.
Flying Hawaiian, bro. Taking that shit down, boy.
Yo.
That's right.
Well,
Oh, that's why you got the.
yeah.
Yeah, hey, we got this, dog.
Yeah.
Head for the bed.
Yeah.
You're good.
Let's go.
Fire.
Stay
That's
bricked up.
crazy.
Shout out to my boy Jay. Shout out to you in the back, sir. Shout out to you for
Sir.
being here, pal. Damn.
Appreciate you.
I look forward to seeing you. I'll be there,
Let's go.
and I'm excited.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate you guys,
Yeah.
bro. Taking the time.
No, absolutely, man. You got it
Care
coming.
about you guys.
You put on an amazing show the last time I saw you, and I've just been waiting for you to have a fight coming so it can make more sense for you to have the interview. So it could,
Hey.
like a little baby rollout, you know what
Nah,
I'm saying?
let's go.
So,
Let's go. This is gonna be good, bro. I'm telling you.
that 360 is my fam, you know what I mean?
Bro.
So,
No,
Yeah.
for sure. Good peoples, man. Good
absolutely.
peoples. Solid. They got a solid team too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So-
Shout out to Jay, shout out to Mike, shout out to Tom,
Yes, sir.
shout out to Freddie and Marie for showing you so much love right there at Wild Card.
Yes, sir.
And shit, brother.
Shout
Well,
out to
is there anything you want to leave the people with before we clock out?
Yeah, April 19th at the Commerce Casino Hotel. If you guys ain't doing anything, come through and watch the fight. You can follow me on IG, JAYBRIO_PE_BENITO. Yeah, shoot me a DM if you guys want tickets and things like that. It'll be an action-packed fight. Got my Hawaii people flying out, got my Vegas fam flying in, Kentucky family flying in,
Damn.
all kind. Yeah, Alaska. So
Alaska?
yeah,
Cold ass fools.
yeah, no, for sure. So it'll be fun, and yeah, we're gonna put on a show for sure.
That's right.
Let's go.
Follow my guy Jay. His Instagram is in the beginning of this episode. Tap in with him if you want tickets to the fight. Anything you want to say before we clock out, brother?
No, I just want to say, hey, thanks for coming out, man.
Thank you.
Good luck on your fight.
Appreciate you,
Hope
bro.
you end it
Appreciate you.
early. And
Yes, sir.
let's go. If
Let's go.
follow Casual Experts Podcast. Let's get it.
We're out of here, pals.
That's crazy.